Hello my friends, welcome back to Been My Pleasure. My name is JC and joining me today is my pixelated friend Chino's lady. And we're gonna ask her a question that was presented to me via letter, via the interwebs if you will, from a guest at home. Thank you very much. In just a moment. Hello my friends, welcome back to Been My Pleasure. Joining me again is my pixelated friend Chino's lady, and I have a question for you.
And I have an answer.
You tend bar from time to time, yes?
Yes, I do.
So this might be an appropriate question for you.
Okay.
What is a polite way to get someone's attention so that you can get service? Which I think would be, they're sitting there and everything's going on and maybe they need an extra drink or maybe they're missing something. Apparently they can, I'm guessing that from the context of this letter, they realize you're busy. What's the best way to get your attention without, pissing you off?
I always like to tell them my name. And I tell them, hey, scream at me whenever you want. It's cool. I'm busy. I'm in the weeds. I don't care. Scream my name. I got you.
We'll put you in the queue for everything else that we're working on.
Yes. I have 18 people at the bar. They say, I need this. I need that. Cool. I said my name.
I will bleep that and that out. So they say, Chino's lady.
That.
I need that. And Chino's lady, I need this.
Yes.
And you get it for them.
Yes, I do.
Do you ever have guests that are like, excuse me, and I know you can hear me? I had a guest that did that once. I was in the middle of a conversation with one guest, talking about this was water.
That was
talking
water.
about one guest. I was speaking with one guest, helping them get their order together. We were talking about the things while I was sitting there writing their order down on a beverage napkin. The other guest, excuse me, I know you can hear me. It was like, and I was like, to the guest I was dealing with, would you excuse me a moment? Yeah. The look on their face was like, yeah, go ahead and deal with that. Ma'am, I'll be with you in a moment.
Or I had one where they would be like, hey, can I get another one? They wanted a Michelob Ultra. Mm-hmm. And I would be like, they raised their bottles so high. I said,
Nostrovia!
You know what? I was like, any higher you can reach the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, would you like another beer? And they said, yes, I would like another beer. And I would hand it over to them. But that's what I like to do. I like to give them my name. That way I can, when I hear them, I turn around and I ask.
Right.
Oh yeah, okay, what is it? You have my undivided attention. What do you need? And I focus on them. And
right.
They are my focus, but in the end, my guests are my entire attention.
Right.
That's why everybody knows my name when I approach them, or I tell them when I take their order, drop off their check. Hey, if you need anything else, my name is such and such. Let me know.
Mm-hmm. All right, I like that. I also do that. I introduce myself and let my guests know what my name is, and I expect them to call me by name. And if they don't, that's fine by me. But as you can tell, if I'm actively engaged with another guest, I wouldn't expect you to interrupt them as if you were of more importance than they. Mm-hmm. All right, because that's a child thing to do. That's a 3 and 4 year old thing to do, to interrupt. But which happens, and I can understand that from a 3 or 4 year old because they haven't developed social graces.
Exactly.
But if you're an adult, then you should be aware that there are other people that are being served by your member of staff. A polite way would, yes, just as that. Say their name. If you see them engaged with somebody else, wait for them to finish with that.
Yes.
Before interrupting, because otherwise you are interrupting.
Yes, you're not the only individual at the bar. There's other people there that need our undivided attention. We're only one person. We can only do so much, but we can assure you that we focus on you 100%. You are on our minds, and we want you to have the best customer service experience.
Right. Yeah. So we're going to do our best. And just to give you a little additional insight, as a member of the staff is working, if your server is working, they are constantly forming a mental queue, a list of things that they have to accomplish. Greet this table, get this table's food order in, bring this table's food order out, prepare this drink, go over here and do this, grab condiments for this guest. There's that list, and it's perpetually being updated the entire time, in real time, right? So if you want to add something to that list, don't think that you're the only one on the list. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you might be ready to ask something and your server might be anxiously awaiting. For example, there are times when I'm standing in front of my guest waiting for them to finish their conversation. Notice I'm not interrupting them. And I'm just going to be presenting their empty glass back to them that they've just finished, just to see if they want another one. And a simple head nod is usually all that takes.
Yes.
But yeah, thanks. That's guest at home. That was a very thoughtful question to ask. There's a degree of politeness that comes when you're interacting with people, and one of them is to just make sure that they're not actively engaged with somebody else and interrupt them. But if they're not and they're walking around and they're walking past you, they're probably going to be responsive to hello, Chino's lady.
Yes.
And be good to go. All right. Sound good?
That is correct.
Anything else? Is that it?
That is it.
Okay. My friends, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you found that informative, and if you have, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like the answer, give us a thumbs down. And of course, if your emotions run more complex than that, leave us a comment below. We don't have a problem with that. We'll discuss it with you. I'll open a dialogue.
A dialogue.
A dialogue.
Dialogue. Why don't you start a blog? I think that would be a lot better.
No, this is a blog. It's a video blog.
No, it's a blog, like type your blog, like write your blog.
Nah, that takes time.
And you're being totally lazy.
Who knows? We'll see what happens. Give it. You know what, folks? If you want to see a blog, then leave a comment below, and if I get 100 people that say, yeah, do a blog, maybe I'll do it.
You got
maybe.
my first vote.
Well, we'll see if you are not lazy enough to do it.
You know what? I am not lazy to do it. I was my idea, so that was not lazy.
We'll see. We'll see. If you're watching this video, look below and see if you can see Chino's lady's comment. And if it's not there, then you can call her lazy.
What? No!
Yes, exactly. My friends, if you'd like to see more content like this, we're going to be back in just a moment to do an advice or tips to our servers at home. Are you willing to do that?
Yeah, of course.
Excellent. If you'd like to see Chino's lady give you advice on how to improve your tip share and gratuity, by all means, subscribe to this channel by clicking on my pixelated friend's face, and you'll be right onto the list, and the next time something comes out, you'll be alerted to it. Until next time, however, I hope you've enjoyed it. I assure you I have. In fact, it's been my pleasure.
So has mine.